Welcome to Coffee Inn, where your business is none of ours.
Hey, Sal. I bet young bucks are swarming you every day.
I ain't complaining.
Do any of them go by the name Puck, perhaps?
Never seen him. And if I had,
Cornerstone of your business. Got it. Bye, Sal. A piece of shit office in a piece of shit neighborhood. Nothing strange about that. The owner's familiar face, however. Now that was a surprise.
Don't be shy, Johnny boy. Come on in.
I'm not shy, Buzz. I'm just not fond of unsanitary surroundings.
Always a fucking charmer, ain't ya? Gotta give you props for those cheeky illegals you pulled. Though, I reckon it only would have been a, temporary setback.
Luckily, you and me can be forever pals now.
Thanks to your upper skag, I'm fucking minted now! See this lovely bag of credit packs?
Yeah, I'm glad to see we got our hands on that upper honeypot.
We should nick everything we can from those fuckers. Anyway, how can old Buzz be of service, Johnny boy?
Have you seen an upper girl around here? This is her photo.
Nice. Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Damn it, Buzz, she's only a kid.
They grow up so fast nowadays. That Chenky bird, Xena? Bless her soul. Finally someone with actual balls is sorting out this fucking shithole so decent folks like me can make a proper living.
Damn, are you her PR rep or something?
Nah, she'd blast me before I even opened my gob.
Later, Buzz. Eat it, Zoes. Shoulda guessed. He always had a knack for wordplay.
Oh no.
The sign read, Eat it, Zoes, but it had a second meaning. Eat Zoe's code. It was dumb and quirky, but it made me smile to see that Zoe still had his sense of humor. Then the shivers hit me. I could feel his stare right through the security camera. Too late to back off. Zoe used to be my guy in the chair part of the team. Tech, weirdo, hacker, friggin' savant, and the voice of reason, a lot of the time.
Yes?
Zoe, is that you, buddy? I remembered him talking about transitioning once. Nobody believed he'd actually go through with it.
In a way, yes.
What do you mean, in a way?
Been a long time, John Cooper.
I wasn't there for him when he needed me most. He looked up to me. Maybe even considered me a father figure.
I didn't think anything would surprise me, but you're a delivery boy now.
It's an elaborate revenge prank set up by our friend Jim. I decided to play along.
Well, that was refreshingly honest.
I caught a big one, Zoe. Big client, bigger payment. Could be a game changer. I could use your...
John, hold up. Let me stop you right there. I'm out. I don't care.
It's not just about the creds. You could save a life. An upper girl is missing and...
Am I hearing this correctly? After everything, it's some upper bitch that got you out of that moldy cave?
I forgot just how much Joe hates uppers. I've forgotten so many things.
Damn. Carm would piss herself laughing.
I wouldn't do that, John.
It's just a case. I'm getting back into the game, simple as that.
So stop acting like an entitled, self-proclaimed protagonist and take a look at the world like an actual human being. I was unemployed for a year, John. Ended up eating scraps from trash. I had to sleep on the street. All because this hotshot PI was depressed and flushed all his friends down the shitter.
I'm sorry, Zoe. I never flushed you. I was just in a bad place. You know that.
And the whole world had to stop spinning, right?
Zoe,
We were all in a bad place. You just wanted to be in a bad place by yourself.
can we at least talk?
I still don't want to talk about your upper bitch.
Duly noted. Those dead upper cops at Tresh. What a mess.
Don't care.
So, how are you these days? I see you're not alone.
I'll never be alone again. But thanks for asking, I guess. It was tough, but now I have a group of people.
Found yourself a tech cult?
Not a cult. It's a bit too complicated for you to understand.
You're overselling it. I bet it's one of those mind unification collectives I've been hearing about. More commonly known as a cult.
It's not a cult, damn it. I'll explain it to you someday when you're ready to listen.
You found your people. We can leave it at that for now.
It's liberating, in ways I never imagined.
Ever seen a guy by the name of Puck? He lives close by.
Don't care.
See ya, Zoe.
Who knows?
It can't be that easy. Well, what do you know? For once it is. Place seemed to be empty. It was a much-needed break from the fake smiles and nerve-wracking courtesy. Neatly folded clothes. So neatly folded, in fact. It didn't take a genius to see that something was missing. A few t-shirts, jacket, pair of shoes, and an empty space for something squarish and bulky, like a mixing box or suitcase. doesn't react to movement. You're still breathing, though. I just need to find out how. Probably one of those pet Bygones. Kara used to make them. Maybe it needs some juice. I should take a closer look at this thing. Damn, you're a chunky boy. Or girl. Let's find out. Its fur is thick but matted from neglect. Huh. No reproductive organs. So, dignity retained. I guess. Well, what do you know? A 635 port. And in such a creative location. I've got to turn this thing on.
Of course it's familiar.
Twisting, pulling, squeezing, nothing worked. This was one tough little cookie. Two bunk beds, the top one just a mattress. No sheets. There's a blank, rectangular space among the neatly stacked clothes on the lower bunk. Was it a suitcase? Neatly folded clothes. A few t-shirts. The Scray. Best watering hole in Terra Hive. The setting's almost too perfect. Drunk bastards can't keep their mouths shut. And good old Malt is blessed with a photographic memory.
Son, you break another mug for emphasizing reasons, I might have to take some precautions. Now, let me tell you, you ain't gonna like them. So, unless glass somehow doesn't fall under your dietary restrictions, I suggest you start behaving. We clear?
You're too soft on them.
Well, they are actual paying customers, John. Speaking of mugs, I haven't seen yours for a while. Anything going on?
I had a date with Buzz.
It was long overdue. What happened?
Let's just say he's not a very diligent bureaucrat. And I, for some reason, still am.
Well, you always had a talent for delaying the inevitable.
Actually, my client made that problem disappear. Permanently.
Problems don't disappear, John. They either get solved or tucked away. Anyway, looks like you've had an eventful morning.
Hold on, Malt. That was just the beginning.
Oh?
Got a case, believe it or not.
Not another adultery, I hope.
It's a bit more complicated. An upper girl went missing after partying with friends. And it turns out she's valuable to the towers.
Hell, that calls for a toast. A real gig, I mean, not the missing girl.
I wasn't given a choice, to be honest. I wouldn't say no to a drink, though. Here's her picture. By the way, maybe they took a wrong turn and ended up in the Scray.
Mighty optimistic of you to think that uppers suddenly grew some taste.
You know me. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Those dead cops at Trish. Thoughts?
That's some old school work, all right. But not old school enough.
Meaning?
Well, they dead, ain't they? If Big Daddy Vet did this, Bull Six would still be screaming back there. Not many vets left on the streets, though.
Leaving us with what, then?
Well, it was either very sloppy work, or they were dead before they were put up there. News got there pretty quick, too. Someone could have been making a show.
A young guy named Puck. Ring any bells?
Don't know much about Puck, but I knew his dad, Crib. It's a sad story.
Go on.
Crib was an old gangster who went clean, only to end up confined to bed. Freak construction accident. The cause never brought it to light. Along came poverty, leaving him on the edge of starvation. And his daughter disappeared, leaving only young Puck to take care of her. The girl broke down under pressure and split, probably.
It rains, it pours.
If Crib is still alive, he'll be in their apartment. As far as I know, it's somewhere in the flats near the coffee inn.
I'm gonna need some fuel, Malt. 1 bottle's worth, to be exact. The good stuff.
Cute. Already spending the front money, John?
My tab in the scray was laughably long. But now that I had a rich guardian upper, Malt was in for a shock.
Better question is, how's your liver?
Skip the lecture. I mostly needed to be my portable scray. You know, to limber up some tongues.
Mostly?
No, all right. I may, indulge in a shot from time to time as a, digestive.
Fine, but only because you caught yourself a case, finally. Good luck, John.
It was a gorgeous Vexter Nix Eclipse 3023. A real blast from the past. Abandoned to the mercy of rust. Nothing beats a good old manual.
Copes?
Ooh, imagine cruising the streets in one of these.
Of course, it's locked. If it wasn't, I'd probably take up religion. For a moment, I considered breaking the window and hotwiring the thing. But if that was an option, it wouldn't be sitting here gathering dust. I needed a key. Not yet, baby. But soon. Oh, soon. You've seen one pair of bouncers, you've seen 'em all. Thugs, but with a functional brain, sharp manners, better clothes, and broad experience with every kind of bullshit.
Where do you think you're going?
Ah, into this establishment, obviously.
It doesn't work like that, broski.
Well, how does it work?
Every customer needs a working NIN pass or a guide, ideally both. No exceptions.
Are there any other, options?
Nothing that we can't get inside for free.
Colorful imagination you got there, but you know what I meant.
NIN pass or a guide, no third way. Unless Xena herself vouches for you, I guess that will work.
Interesting idea. Couldn't be simpler. I need a guide to get inside. Or I could snoop around, improvise. I'm looking for...
This isn't an information kiosk. We're busy, so scram.
She was still unresponsive, though her eyes continued to search.
Yes, detective?
Jim, any chance you know someone named Puck?
Yeah, that's the fedora fuckboy you're looking for. I'm bad with names, but I know that one. Go bother Mila. He sure left an impression on her.
Got it.
Nah, fuck them. They were already kebabs when I got here for second shift.
Mila was quickly climbing the list of Crown witnesses.
All the cooks here are pissed. Human kebabs ruin everyone's appetite. Ayah! Now when are you planning to climb down off of my back?
That, old lady over there. You regular?
Yeah, Granny is fine, just poor as fuck. She likes fried right, knows how to appreciate the flavor unlike the rest of you fucks.
Nice to finally see Jim's caring side.
In his own weird, protective way, Jim genuinely cared for the old woman.
That is a bat though. Jeez, I always have to scream at her like a monkey. Hi-ya!
Lucky you're a natural. I'm starving. Got a fresh shavap?
Sure thing, I got some fresh savapi ready. That'll be 3C.
See ya, chef. The old woman's searching was slowly failing. Anyone could see it. Setting aside my usual subtlety, I raised my voice. Excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, no need to yell like that, young man. I can hear you. But these ears of mine are failing me. I do apologize.
I'm sorry, too. Could we talk for a couple of minutes?
Oh, of course. I always enjoy the company of polite young people. So invigorating.
Ma'am, could you take a quick look at this photo? This, upper girl is missing, and I'm trying to find her.
Oh, sorry, honey. I'm not very helpful. Not with these dim old eyes. Maybe one day that loud, cheerful butcher fellow will give me a nice implant. He did promise.
I described Lucy to her in as much detail as I could, but no dice.
Oh, those kids are all the same. I remember when my Rose celebrated her adulthood. My girl ended up in the underworld somehow, and it traumatized her.
Underworld? The fairy tale land? I'm not sure you...
Cried and cried, she did. Then went totally silent. I couldn't get a word out of her for days. Oh, my poor girl. They're all searching for their purpose, just like we once did.
Huh. Just like we did. Stay safe, ma'am.
Don't you worry about me, young man.